Today is Monday, March 11th, 2013. This is Peace News Now. Here's what's happening in the world of peaceful evolution. A gay couple in a Sacramento mall were asked to leave by a security guard. The security guard saw one of the individuals kiss the other on the cheek while holding hands and decided to intervene. In response, 16,000 people were invited over Facebook to attend a pride rally outside the mall. The Sacramento Mall has apologized for the security guard's actions and provided food and water to rallygoers. Silver's trading at $29 per ounce. Bitcoin is trading at $46 per Bitcoin. Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel was greeted on his first visit to Afghanistan since taking office by suicide bombs, threats, and Afghanistan President Hamid Karzai's accusation that the US is colluding with the Taliban. Hagel said he told Karzai that, quote, "It was not true that the United States was unilaterally working with the Taliban trying to negotiate anything. You know that the US government is killing people around the world. By continuing to use the dollar, you are helping the government. It doesn't have to be this way. There is an alternative. Bitcoin is a stateless, free market, non-political currency. Bitcoin is money that cannot be inflated or controlled by any government. Bitcoin returns the power of money to the people. Send money to your friends or merchants directly from your smartphone without using a bank. Did I mention Bitcoin payments can be totally anonymous? Learn it, use it, spread it. Get started with Bitcoin at weusecoins.com. And in other news, an insider on the front lines of the war on terror reveals TSA secrets. The New York Post reports. It is perhaps America's most unsafe airport. Despite being the launching point for one of the planes hijacked on 9/11, Flight 93, which crashed in Pennsylvania, Newark Airport has had numerous security violations since. The latest? A fake bomb that made it past Transportation Security Administration officers. Now, a Newark TSA screener who recently left the agency tells how silly policies and lazy workers do little to stop real threats. The TSA worker writes, "Did you know you don't need a high school diploma or GED to work as a security screener? These are the employees who could never keep a job in the private sector. An agent got through Newark last week with an improvised explosive device? That's not even news to anyone who works there. It happens all the time. The failure rate is pretty high, especially with federal investigators, and the pat-down itself is ridiculous. As invasive as it is, you still can't find anything using the back of your hand on certain areas. When there are internal tests conducted by the Newark Training Department, it's easy to cheat because they use our co-workers. You could be working with someone all morning, and then they're gone. Word gets around the checkpoint. Someone will come over to you and say, 'Hey, it's Joe. He's got a blue duffel bag.' Most TSA screeners know their job is a complete joke. Their goal is to use it as a stepping stone to another government agency. We work in a culture where common sense has no place. Our first question to anyone in a wheelchair is to ask if they're able to stand for a pat-down. If someone is in a wheelchair, he likely can't stand. Even when they're sitting, we're required to ask them to move so that we can check under their buttocks. Every time you read about a TSA horror story, it's usually about a screener doing what he or she is instructed to do. Supervisors play absolutely no role in day-to-day functions, except to tell you not to chew gum. Gum chewing is a huge issue with management. I once saw a supervisor make an officer open his mouth to prove he had a mint and not a piece of gum. A small number of screeners are delusional zealots who believe they're going to keep America safe by taking your snow globe, your 2-inch pocket knife, your 4-ounce bottle of shampoo, and performing invasive pat-downs on your kids. Incidentally, the flap over the new rule allowing pocket knives is overblown. Most of the public doesn't realize it, but you're already allowed to bring scissors, screwdrivers, tweezers, knitting needles, and any number of sharp objects on board. Screeners start at $15 an hour, and there's tons of overtime. For every 40 hours of work, you receive 4 hours of vacation and 4 hours of sick time. One screener didn't come to work for 4 weeks. When he finally reappeared, he asked for another week off. The answer was no. He took another week off and didn't get terminated. People have been caught falling asleep on the job. It's put on their file, and that's it. This has been Peace News Now, your daily 5-minute update on the peaceful evolution. If you enjoyed this episode, share this program on your favorite social network. All the links are in the show notes. For PeaceNewsNow.com, I'm Derek J, saying peace be with you.